Morning, mate.
Morning.
I thought we were going to meet down at the grass field to mow the grass. You don't seem to be here yet.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Okay, cool. You brought the other mower with you, yeah?
Yep, yep, got it.
Cool. It won't take us long
The
then.
green and yellow one, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. What the? Why are you on a mobility scooter?
Thought we were mowing the grass
Uh,
today.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's it. You start on a headland, yeah,
Yeah.
and I'll try not to chop you to little pieces.
It's not actually cutting. I think the grass might be a bit too thick for it.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe it needs to just grow in properly.
Oh my word. I'm being chased. I'm being chased. Oh
Oh,
dear.
nothing like professionals.
Yep, nothing like it at all. Right, I'll
How about you do something more useful?
okay, I'll go and grab a tedder.
Oh, that is such a nice little mod.
It
Such a nice little mod.
is, it's cracking. Oh, I've got to lower the mower. There we go.
Again,
That's
bad workman
better.
in his tool.
That's my contribution done anyway.
Yep. On the plus side, this thing is hammering along. I haven't used a big M properly in a very long time, and I forgot just how fast it was. So
They are pretty good, to be fair. Right.
hopefully it won't take too long.
Tedder. There we go. Right, proper work now.
Yeah. So the plan is to make hay bales today.
Yeah.
And then we are going to make some silage from some of the corn, which is currently being fertilized by the Trident. And then we can work towards getting some cows.
We can. We've still got a little bit of cash left as well, haven't we? So
Yeah.
we should be alright for it.
And we've got crops to sell, so
This is true.
but not for a little while.
No, I'm going to wait until you've done at least and started your second headland, I think.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
Because this is
I
a
won't
rather
be long.
large tedder.
Yes. Most of the stuff on here is rather large, rather larger than I'm used to controlling.
Beware, missus.
This is when I made a comment like that on Ohio, and I can't remember if it was either December or Hilly made the obvious "that's what she said" comment.
I do kind of remember seeing that, actually.
Yeah, I'm kind of weirdly, I'm kind of liking my American farming. It's a bit different.
Yeah, it's a nice map as well, actually.
Hmm.
I've been playing on it when I get a chance. Just random
Yeah,
harvesting, ploughing, etc. But yeah, it's a nice map.
it's a very popular map. It seems, and quite a few people. DJ's just is playing on it, isn't he, or was?
Yes, yes, he is
I don't know if he
actually.
still is. I watched a farm sim show, might have been 2 weeks ago.
Hmm.
Um, and he was saying that I think he said he recorded that pretty much the whole series in like one sitting.
Oh wow, okay.
Um, or like over 2 days or something stupid.
That is pretty good going, to be fair.
Which is kind of an interesting approach to doing stuff. But I didn't from the couple very few times that I've spoken to him, I don't think he really pays attention to things like comments, because his
Oh,
comment
okay.
section can be pretty toxic.
Right, okay.
So rather than like we quite often do stuff and then say, "What do you think we should do next?" or
Yeah,
that kind of thing, he just does his thing.
cracks on and does it.
So, which I guess kind of makes sense when you've got that many people that are
Well,
watching.
this is very true, yes.
When you ask a question, you maybe get two people answer it, so it's a bit different to probably like 1,000 people answering.
Yes, yeah. No, it's very... And how would you ever, other than a poll or a vote, make a
Yeah,
decision and take the feedback, I suppose, but...
and you still upset 50% of the people
Well,
probably, or more.
exactly. Yeah, you're never going to keep everybody happy.
Uh, Much better probably at that point just to do your stuff.
Yes, I would agree with that one.
I don't think I've ever watched DJ play the game.
Um, I don't think I have. I've maybe watched the odd one where it's not clickbaity, but it has particularly intrigued me. I'll watch the odd mod video, depending on
Yeah,
some that interests me.
yeah. I occasionally the Farm Sim show is the same. If there's a clickbaity title or topic that I'm interested in, I might stick it on.
Yeah,
Um, and have to battle through some of the stuff they do that I don't like. But
yeah, I won't do the shouty outy wherever he does.
yeah,
Goes right through you.
yeah, it does. It does. But yeah, the guy knows a lot of stuff about Farm Sim, so
He does. That is true.
he is very, very organized at collating information and news. So I kind of see it as research rather than
Yeah.
watching for interest.
Yes, I know what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Shout. Yeah. Yes, fair point.
Yeah.
I mean, what's he up
As a
to?
few things,
Over 200,000?
I have no idea.
Oops. Don't know, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, he's really well plugged into Giants and all of the community and stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Um, I think that, you know, he's very, like with putting Farm Sim News together, he's very organised about how he goes through and reads all the stuff to do it. So he's a good source of information, basically.
Yeah.
Because I'm too lazy to go through all of those Facebook sites and God knows what else.
Well, yeah, and I think that's why it does so well, isn't it, really? Because
Hmm.
it's like we said the other day about people asking questions. It's a lot easier to watch somebody telling you the information than having to go and look for it yourself half the time.
Yeah, yeah. It's why tutorial videos do well.
This is very true.
You know? It's, it, 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 it's it's frustrating sometimes that people won't just go and read something or read a mod description. That's one of my pet hates.
Yeah.
I've installed all of today's new mods, and now my game does this, and I don't know what's broken.
Yeah.
Such a pet hate of mine. Don't install all of the mods. Install the ones that you want or need.
Yeah. I must say, yeah, I think you learn that very quick, don't you? When, especially, well, being PC, you do, and
Yeah,
things
I
breaking.
I think it's more of a PC gaming thing, and I think it's you know, once you get into using script mods and stuff, and particularly things like Maze Plus and that kind of thing,
Mm.
and you really have to start to think about what you're randomly adding all the time.
Yeah,
And
no, that's right.
and for me, it comes from originally playing on a laptop that kind of struggled to play FS at high quality.
Yeah,
And so the less mods I had installed, the better quality picture I would get.
yeah, this is fair point. But
And
you
that
had it
that
when your laptop broke, didn't you? You went back to a
yeah,
very basic amount of mods.
yeah, and it was when I started, when I was playing on FS9 with FS19. Before I started making content, I had so many mods installed. I had to play on low settings sometimes. And when I got more sensible about installing mods, I used to play on high or very high.
Yeah,
And it's I just a lot of people don't care about that sort of stuff. They just want to play games, don't they? And,
yeah. I think when you're trying to then project that to other people, you have to certainly think about it, don't you?
yeah, you do. And you're probably saying I really worry about you're trying to show stuff off, and you don't want it to look crap,
Yeah,
basically. And I had it when I moved when I was on my old laptop, and it's like, oh, you need to turn up the graphic settings to get rid of that ring of death, and it's like, no, I don't.
I
My computer
can't.
will fall apart. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm playing on these settings because they give me the best balance of a tolerably nice picture
yeah,
and FPS.
yeah, yeah. I think as well, a lot of it, well, some of it is continuity, isn't it? And looking after the saves, because there's got to
Mm,
be nothing worse than starting a series and then having the game crash or whatever, or not load, not save
yeah,
properly, and then it's gone. So,
yeah. Greenlands with that when I had that mod
well,
conflict.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
was it's like, well, I can work around it, but when I try and work around it, the game crashes.
yeah,
So at what point do you stop investing time and just go, I'm going to pull the plug?
yeah. No, and it's right, but I think I've been lucky in the sense that I think the ones when I've had the issue, it's always been the same mod, and it's
Mm,
just bin it and leave it alone.
yeah,
But yeah, that one for you must have been quite. As well with it being a challenge, I think that probably makes it more. Um,
yeah. I
you want to
didn't just
keep it
want to
and get it
go.
back. Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't just want to go. Oh well, that series is done. We'll just do something else.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's
I did. I have been, I have been asked before. It's like, are you just going to stop when you get bored of it? Or kind of because it has the. I don't think it will now, but it had the potential at one point that it would have to be stupidly long to actually pay the 10 million off.
okay.
I was like, no, I'm going to keep it unless it starts to tank. I'm going to keep playing it until I finish the challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
But Maze Plus has really turned that round, and
Well, yeah.
buying those cows from that farm in the Midlands.
Those poor neglected cattle. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, how you did 500 cows? I have no idea.
It made me chuckle. And you were like, we're going to need so many million litres. I was like, yeah, you will.
Yeah, yeah. Go on. I have an appreciation for how much food it is, but it's how often you have to. And I'm using a 125,000 liter mixer,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not 40,000 like you were.
And what's the capacity of the troughs?
I upped it to 250,000 liters.
Yeah. See, mine was, I don't know what it was now, 120,000. I think I made them the same. So yeah, 120,000 litres.
Yeah,
And that lasted 2 and a bit hours.
yeah. Now I'm having to feed twice a day,
Yeah.
but I can feed morning and night pretty much.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's maybe in the video that's coming out today. I did a little test to see how much food they use, how much milk they produce, and how much straw they use
Okay.
in a day, so that I knew. Um, it was mostly milk that I was interested in because I had no idea how much I was producing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you don't tend to, I suppose, because you've got the, oh no, that's not the, is that the one you've got the automatic
No,
cell on?
no, it's not. But I've got like a 500,000 liter extension on the tank, so
Okay.
because I got
Yeah.
worried that I was having to sell milk at the start of every video.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, it's yeah, I think like you say, it's going to accelerate the progress, isn't it?
Mm.
That's
Today's
good.
today's video will as well.
Oh, teaser.
Yeah. People will have seen it already by now, but
This is yeah, not
it,
today's.
it, 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 it
Few
it's
days
only a
ago.
clickbait. Yeah, it's only clickbait for you.
Yeah. Why? Um.
Well, in terms of that, now in
Oh,
advance
I
of the
see.
video,
Yeah. Okay.
that's a
Yeah.
lot of green. That's not going to make a good thumbnail.
Are you trying to get a decent shot?
I was going to try and grab a thumbnail as I went past, but it's like green tractor, green mower on hay.
Yeah.
It's not the best combination, and I'm kind of free-forming my mowing because I couldn't be bothered to sort out GPS
Oh,
again.
I thought you'd got a GPS course going. I thought that's an interesting
I,
heading, but then I was
I,
reasonably
I
straight runs.
I picked what looked like a fairly sensible heading,
Yeah.
and then been trying to do straightish runs until this very last one.
Missed a bit.
Yeah, I know. Just to annoy you. It's the same as the patch of unlimed bit in the other field that I did it while we were waiting.
Yeah, but you told me that it didn't need it, so I had to believe you.
And that's in the process of being cultivated anyway, so
Yes, that's
no one will see.
Running on course place. That's another job done.
Yeah, it's quite nice that we're getting a few things done in the background so that we can actually progress. Because
it is.
otherwise,
yeah,
we would be going very, very slowly.
Yes, that's a fair point. I think as
we're only
well.
on day 2 of September.
I know. So if we've got corn's October, isn't it? I think. And then soybeans.
Yes.
We need to.
All right.
Yeah, I think. October,
soybean,
November, is it?
Yeah. Missed them a bit. The soybeans and corn have got really big harvest windows.
Yeah. Okay. At least we can stagger it a bit then.
Yeah, and we should be able to forage the corn. If we forage the corn in the next video, because it should be at the right state to forage now.
Yeah.
We can cut some chaff and get that in the fermenting silos, and then in hopefully October we can go straight into harvesting it with combines with what's left to make some ethanol.
Ethanol. Yes, because we've already got the... Oh no, we've got anhydrous, haven't we, that we've bought. We don't need that, we need propane.
We do. But we need corn first to dry.
Yes. Oh yeah, because it takes some corn, some wet corn, some dry corn, doesn't it?
Yep, and is it soybeans or sorghum?
Sorghum, I think.
That's not a very straight run.
Oh dear, it's a good job we've got a wide tedder.
Yeah. Keeps it interesting for you.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about feeding cattle with Maize Plus, I was watching Argsy has just got into actually sort of the point where he's going to start feeding them. And he was like, oh, they eat a lot.
Yeah.
It's like, yep.
Has he got
I think he's got... Yeah, he's got 3 or 4 barns with at least 100, 150 in each. And obviously he's got a load of slurry. Yeah, I'd suggested that he needs a BGA.
Yes, a small one maybe would fit on his farm nicely.
Yeah, I did specifically say a modded one. So
yes, a mini one maybe.
A mini modded BGA.
I've put GPS on, so I'm just tidying up.
Oh, okay. Thought you'd maybe sneezed or something.
No, I'm just making way too much of a mess with my straight lines. Come on. Hurry up. There we go.
Oh, I was going to get a screenshot.
Triggering the realism freaks driving over mown hay with the mowers down.
Oh, I can clock the mowers down.
I was cutting grass behind you.
Oh, you were filling in the bit, weren't you?
Yeah.
Let you off.
Fine. You kind of need mowers down for that.
Yeah, as noted in the intro, yes.
Yes, yeah.
That is a cool little mod, I do like it.
It's very well done. I guess it's from a good modder, isn't it? It's from Solutions modding, so
yes.
You know.
Yeah.
And there was a little John Deere trike as well that came out at the same time, wasn't there?
Oh, there was, yes. I do remember seeing that actually now.
I'll stop, don't worry. I'll stop. It's fine.
No, I wasn't paying attention, as you might have guessed.
I could tell. I
Wasn't looking in my rear view mirror.
It's just like driving at home.
Yeah. As somebody said, we're like the Blues Brothers. Look at the chaos going on behind us in the rear view mirror.
It's not that bad. Not that chaotic. Another opportunity for a screenshot coming up, except it's
S-
green on green again.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as we were saying when we were getting ready, we really don't have any appropriate tractors for doing grass work.
No, and I think, yeah, oh, missed a bit. But the float, like you said, the flotations would be good for the grass.
Yeah, good for compaction.
Yeah, yeah, we've
Ignore
not.
the fact that, one of us is gonna be windrowing with a Fendt 1050. Oh no, baling. That's all right. Baling's
It's
fine.
it's a big
Yeah, and you
it's a big trailer.
it is. I wonder if it's the first time an 8R has ever been used to Ted hay.
Uh, oh, yeah, it might be. It's probably somewhat overkill, only
Maybe.
slightly.
Yeah. Only because your farm wall was too underpowered.
I know, should have given it a go. Really, it may well have done it. It's quite a flat, but a flat field.
We might have to, and particularly if we are going to get into animals, we might need to get some smaller tractors for doing
A little bit of yard
feeding and stuff.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't got anything with a front loader, have we?
No, we haven't.
Although there is, speaking of stupidly sized tractors, I can't remember the name of the modder. There is a Case Optum with a front loader that's in testing with ModHub.
Oh.
So it's like 420 horsepower. Um, it comes with a 7,200 kilo weight that you can stick on the back, so you can pick ridiculous things up with this tractor.
Oh, I did see that as well. That was another one I saw on Farm Sim News, was that ridiculous weight. I was like, that can't be.
Yeah. So that might
Wow.
be a really good one for doing our yard work.
That could well be if we can afford it, yeah.
Yeah. 400 horsepower, I think, is the bare minimum you need to maneuver bales.
That would be, yeah. And at least we know how to power the feed mixer.
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like a really sensible idea to me.
It does sound quite, I don't know about sensible, but yeah, it sounds like an idea.
Yeah. We need to stick in, if we haven't already, your Big Bud as well.
Oh, we do, yes. It would be nice to run one of those on here.
So that might be fun.
Because I think, yeah, that's what I put on when I was having a test just to see how it would run.
Mm.
And I was using I think I was, yeah, I'd got the air cart with the drill on it,
Mm. I think it'd
using
be
the
really
big
good.
bud.
Yeah. It's maybe not quite a big enough map for a Big Bud, but
Uh,
and you wouldn't want to get those triples down the road.
no, no, that there is that, but yes, for the fields, it's fine. But yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
road travel is, yeah, somewhat questionable.
And they're almost like private farm tracks anyway, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, sure we can get it magically delivered.
Because the traffic doesn't come up this far anyway, does it? So
No,
it's only on the main road, I think, isn't it? If we even
yeah,
do we even have traffic on?
we did.
I don't remember from my runs to, or did you switch it off when you were auto driving?
I can't actually remember. Let's put cruise
Because
control on and have a look.
we do have some auto drive courses set up now, don't we?
We have a little bit of one, yeah. Where am I looking? Traffic, yeah, on.
Okay, let's try to sort. Oh, cool. The fertilizing is almost done.
Excellent. I think from seeing the mini map, the cultivation and anhydrous is going well as also.
Yep, looks like it's on the up downwards now.
Super.
Some weird textures in the anhydrous application
Oh, from in
that I'm
the
seeing anyway.
precision farming menu.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
The seeding will sort that anyway, so it'll be
Yeah,
fine.
level it out a bit.
Yeah,
Nice to see
I'm
a
almost done.
good level of green. Yeah, well, I'm not too far behind you. At least you can
No,
start
I'll
the
I'll jump in the tedder, or not the tedder, the windrow.
windrow. That's the one. Yeah, come on.
Yep. And then because it's your fent on the baler, that probably makes sense.
Ah, yeah, yeah. It's not really a two-track kind of job, is it?
No, no, no. I think that one can stay up in the field at the field waiting for the corn.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't really think it's that kind of tractor's job to run although he was saying about the fent being big. I run the um on put my words together on Greenlands. I use the big class
Oh, the
big
Zerion.
class.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the terrain with the baler to get up the hills.
Yeah. It doesn't look. It does look daft, but it doesn't look too daft. Do you know what I mean?
No, and I've got the 8RT now, which will do it as well, and it's probably equally stupid.
Yeah. Quite
I guess
like I do like the Zerions. I think they're a nice looking Eastern
yeah,
tractor.
if we need more grass, we've always got the pasture we can mow at the moment as well.
Oh, yes, of course.
One of those little collectibles up here.
Oh, whereabouts?
No, it's your mower.
Oh. Oh dear. Ha ha ha.
You could probably have mowed a bit more grass, but I think we've got enough.
It'll do, won't it, for a start?
Yeah. And with that Maze Plus, we're not exactly going to get through a lot of food, are we?
Well, this is true, yeah. This is true.
Even if we fill the cow sheds, it's I don't know how much they hold actually, but even so, I can't imagine we'll get through that much food.
No, I can't remember the amounts, actually. I think it was a reasonable amount.
Mm.
I think, same for the... Because there's pig pastures as well, isn't there?
Yeah, I think there might be. I think we might. I think we might have 2 cows and a pig one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We certainly have the potential to have a lot of animals,
We do. A lot of meat.
which will be popular being in America. Get the
Mm.
barbecue shack going.
Yeah.
Make a fortune.
Ribs.
Proper English barbecue in America. So, kind of black on the outside, raw in the middle.
Yeah, that's about
And
right.
yeah.
You must have been to one of my barbecues.
I went to I'm pretty sure I'm safe saying this because there's pretty sure there's nowhere they watch. One of Mrs. D's friends years ago had a barbecue, and he is a vegetarian.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was cooking a barbecue for everyone.
Oh.
Um, and we ate the food that we took because it was one of those barbecues where you take food. You just sort of people would bring different things.
Yeah.
And he did such a bad job of cooking the food that most people ate the other food that everyone took.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the classic charred on the outside, like chicken drumsticks, and raw in the middle.
Fair play for, doing it though, because I can't see many veggies wanting to cook all that
Uh,
lot, but
I think it
yeah.
was his daughter's birthday or something. So,
Okay.
you know, I didn't. Where he came to the teenager's birthday. It must have been a while after we'd been together, and
Hmm.
I'd been with Mrs. D, and I didn't know he was vegetarian at that point because I really didn't have much interest in talking to him because I didn't particularly get on with him. And I was cooking a barbecue for her friends,
Hmm.
and he came along because the daughters were friends and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, do you want a burger?" He's like, "No, I'm vegetarian." You want a
Oh.
roll?
Salad? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, do a nice salad roll.
Couldn't do it.
No,
Could not do it.
I don't think there's any particular reason to, really.
No, I
But
don't.
that's probably getting very deeply political into some of my views about stuff. So
Yeah. Well, yeah. Uh, yeah,
don't
we'll
want to
skirt
offend any
over that one.
vegetarians that may be watching. And
Says me nearly running
so
over a
farming.
deer. That was very opportune.
No, you're in a fen.
Oh, dear.
It would be quite easy to run over the other deer,
It would.
and you probably wouldn't notice. You could probably bail that thing and not notice.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I think it's only when you have something that small that you appreciate the scale of the other equipment. It's
Yeah.
everything looks small in comparison, really, but
Mm.
yeah, when it's sat next to the Big M, it's yeah, tiny.
Yeah, I've not really got to see many like properly big bits of farm kit up close. And I guess in last summer we went to an agricultural show and they did have a class combine there and it was huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but they didn't have any really big tractors because apart from I've mentioned it loads of times, the Fent 2 track that one of the farms have,
Yeah,
most of the tractors around here are not that big.
yeah, yeah, I know what you mean.
For like like the stuff where they're not doing field work, they're all kind of six M's, six R's, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Um, I think there's quite a lot of New Hollands here, and they're usually like T6s. So
Oh, so yeah, the smaller.
yeah,
I'll tell you what I did see the other day. There was a Ace, but it was the one where it was the tracks on the back and the tyres
oh
on the
yeah,
front.
nice.
With a parked up on the side of the road with some form of cedar on it. I couldn't actually see what it was because it was filthy, but yeah, it was. I was like, oh, I remember those. I haven't seen them modded. Don't think in 22
I think there might be some,
because you can get
which is
obviously,
weird
yeah. Because I
because
remember
you'd
them
think
in
they would.
like 17 or 19. I was like, oh, I love
Hmm,
these, but
You'd think they'd be more popular in 22 because the 3D tracks are kind of base game now rather than DLC.
yeah, yeah, exactly, yeah. I'd have to have a look, or if anyone knows of one, they
I,
can
I,
possibly. Yeah.
yeah, I think there are some about. Um, I when in 19, I had a Deutz that had the tracks on the back.
Hmm.
Deutz Night Series with the tracks on the back. It was an awesome tractor.
Yeah. Because I remember they did a New Holland one as well, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah. VF had the New Holland T8.
Yeah,
I
could
think,
be.
on his realism experiment because he'd seen one where he lives.
Okay.
I think I might have been T7.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll have to have a look because
I,
cool bit of kit.
yeah, I saw a combine the other day on. It's being transported, but
Oh,
I was quite surprised given the time of year that there was. I think it was a new class. It was the Torium 540, so not a massive combine.
okay. Suppose, yeah, I guess now is sort of time to maybe for outside of
Get a deal.
harvest season, isn't it?
Maybe get a good deal on a cheaper combine.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm seeing that a lot of tractors being transported around as well at the moment. When I'm going around the M25, and it's a fairly major road, so it's maybe not surprising, but I think every journey I see at least one low loader with a few tractors on the back of it.
Oh, wonder if they're heading to a port.
Potentially, I
Or
guess if they're going out of a
export.
port south coast, maybe.
Yeah.
Um, and quite often they're New Hollands, and New Hollands are put together not a million miles away from where I live. So,
Okay.
um, but yesterday, what day? Tuesday, it was a couple of fast tracks.
Oh, nice. Because
Um,
they're Stoke, aren't they?
Yeah,
No.
they're up
Yes,
Ollie
Stoke.
Blogs way, aren't they? Yeah, they're
Uh,
north.
yes. I'm sure they're Stoke.
North. That's what I said.
Yeah, everything's north for you.
Not quite. Not quite. There are some things that are south, but most places are north,
Yeah,
and it's usually
because
grim up there.
yeah, it's very overcast today. Don't know. There's quite a few spitting the bales out quite quick. This is.
Yeah. What size have you got them set on?
I didn't actually check.
Hopefully they're on
240.
240s then. Cool.
Yeah, 240.
I think the shed that we've got does straw and hay, I think, doesn't it?
One moment, caller.
I think we might have been organised enough to do
We did
that.
bale storage, straw and hay.
Aren't we good? So it doesn't really matter anyway because they're going to go straight in there.
Yeah, I think that's more luck than judgment, but yeah.
No, of course it wasn't. Might be in your case, but I'm pretty
Weirdly,
sure when we were setting things up, we'd spoken about doing hay off of the grass and silage off of corn. So
yes, probably. I can't remember. It seems ages ago.
it
What was I
was.
going to say? Oh yeah, weirdly, the one on Calmsden started spawning again after a while. After I'd got
Yeah.
rid of a few bales, so I don't. And
Yeah.
I know you went console noob when I said about bale limit,
Yep. There isn't a bale limit
but there must have been something.
unless because when they updated the game at one point, they put that pallet limit in, didn't they, for all platforms?
Yeah.
And I don't remember how they backed that out and whether that affects.
Hmm.
Well, I know I didn't hit a limit when I had 600 on
Yeah.
Greenlands.
Yeah. I don't know. It was
I
very random.
And I think I've got other bales on top of that as well. I think there must be about 800 bales on that save.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Um, I'm amazed that I'm not killing my FPS particularly either.
Yeah, it was.
But,
I think it's probably because it's quite an open
mm,
space, isn't it? But yeah, that was a
but
pretty impressive sight, to be fair.
when I was looking at the whole field with all of the bales in it,
Yeah.
it wasn't particular, and they were static at that point. But
Hmm.
I've got them all stacked now, and they're still not causing me a problem. So
Haven't had any random explosions yet, then.
nope, nope, nope. And I was so tempting because I'm such a child sometimes. I was driving past them in the pickup truck, and it's like that would look so cool if I went straight through the middle.
Very Dukes of Hazzard, yeah.
And then I was like, no, because I'm gonna have to restack them all then.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe when you're nearly done,
yeah,
or just don't save it.
yeah. But I think I have autosave on there because I've had issues where I've not saved it after I've done stuff.
Yeah. I have to
So I
remember to
tend to
save it on
have
here.
the after I think it was after I did almost a whole video on atting it and didn't save it.
Yeah.
I added in the one that does the autosave in the background,
Yes. Okay, yeah.
so you don't have to go to the menu to get it to save.
Yeah, no, you just get that little worrying bit where it lags.
Yeah.
Don't you? Oh,
But that's
please
so
don't
worth
crash. Oh, yeah, yeah.
So worth it.
Yeah.
And it's not the worst I think I had was on when I was playing on FS19 really early on Sandy Bay. I stacked an entire silage harvest's worth of bales or hay bales in a shed.
Yeah.
And didn't press save.
Oh.
And it was FS19, so hay bale stacking was awful.
Yeah, I
Or
can
bale
imagine.
stacking in general.
Yeah, the physics were not.
I've got to do all of that again.
Yeah, weren't quite as stable as they are now.
No. The bales may look a bit like they've been stacked a bit differently. Because I screwed up.
Yeah. Oh, I had that yesterday. That comes out today, so it's fine to say. Planting on Attingham. I've done a field of corn. And then the cows arrived. I got distracted, refilled the seeder, drove to the field that was going to be soybeans.
Good choice.
And then, yeah. And then, yeah, just continued to plant corn. A complete wally. So, yeah, I fessed up to it. But, yeah,
Oh, at
easy
least you
dev.
were in the window for planting corn.
Well, yeah, easy dev was used to
Oh, I'm disappointed.
fix the
Disappointed in
field.
you. And in FS19 with seasons, it'll let you plant it if you weren't in the planting window,
Yeah, that's true.
and that would have been worse. But then
Yes.
again, you just needed to fix it, so
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
even worse.
Yeah. I was like, oh, really? But yeah, managed to put it back to a reasonable condition. So, and like
I
I
think
say,
I'm
I
just going to
fessed
keep
up. So,
running. I'm just going to keep running laps around the field
yes, good shout. That'll
until we
work
get to
better
a point
from
where
a,
that's not sensible.
yeah, yeah. I think that'll work better
Just
from bale collecting, won't it? Or
yeah, because this
avoiding
thing's
bales.
stupidly wide. Trying to maneuver it on headlands that are full of bales will just be a bit of a pain. So
Interesting watching,
maybe
though.
until you have to come and recover the tractor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super strength it
Yeah.
out of the way, yeah.
Saying that, I'm going to attempt to do something like that now.
Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, that was very
Like
nicely done.
a pro,
Almost professional.
almost. No, I don't like doing stupidly tight turns with stuff like that because it just makes it messy.
Yeah, no, it's difficult to get with the baler as well, so.
That's not my problem.
That sounds like a me problem, yes.
Yeah.
Come on
Thank
then,
you.
off you go. Don't ruin that swath.
Would I do that?
I
No.
do like how they lower.
Yeah. I really don't like it on the Big M. It always feels like it takes too long for the rear mowers on the Big M to drop.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But on windrows, yeah, I think it's a really good. That there just seems to be a flying bale there.
Can't do it. Can't do anything.
That was just really, really badly timed.
Oh, dear. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'd have got away with that if I hadn't spun the camera around.
Yeah, I was trying to change the subject back then. Yeah, it just seems slow on the Big M, but I think, yeah, I'd like to know how how it's done. I'm guessing in real
I'm not.
life you have to lower the front and then the rear, but obviously to do that in
Don't
game is a
know.
bit tricky. So
Big M almost feels like it's waiting for you to be over grass to cut.
yeah,
And I know in FS19 there were mowers that did that.
okay,
I think they were PC only mowers, but they would, as soon as you got off of mowable grass, they would lift automatically.
okay,
Uh,
yeah. I guess,
which was quite cool.
yeah, there's got to be some level of mechanic that says, because if you notice when you lower it, lower the front and then drive forward, when you get to the point where you'd lowered or raised the front bit, the back lowers and raises.
Yeah,
So it's obviously something.
it might just be distance based, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, could well be actually. Could well be.
Yeah, so I don't use it enough to really have tested it.
No, I know.
But
It's not really one that's probably that interesting either, is it? Really, it's
no,
just curiosity more than a.
it is. It's the wanting to know thing.
Yeah.
It's not one that's going to add value to people's games as to how Big M decides when to lower the mowers.
Yeah, yeah. I suppose you could have a look, couldn't you? There must be some form of delay maybe written into the.
Depends where it is, but you could just test it, I guess.
Yeah, true.
I quite often prefer trying to work things out and testing them rather than with that kind of thing anyway.
Yeah.
with stuff where you're just looking up numbers, it's easier to look it up. But some stuff I prefer to try and play the game a little bit to work it out.
Yes, yeah. I think I was the same on Palmerston with the Tedder. I was losing my rag with it. Well, not losing my rag, that's probably a bit over exaggerating. But yeah, I was getting frustrated with it, and I was like, I now understand why it does it.
Mm.
You know, it's waiting for me to move to be out of the way of the prior swath.
Yeah, and I'm guessing that there are probably really expensive versions that work a bit like, precision farming type stuff, and maybe have cameras on them that if you've told it you're on headlands, you could maybe have a camera that looked for you crossing a swath to drop
Yeah,
the rotors.
yeah, that's a fair point actually. Not
Or
beyond
you could
the
use
wit of man, is it?
No, and you could use some sort of distance sensor as well, couldn't you, just to detect the height of the swath?
Yeah, it knows how wide the width is, width of the machine
Yeah.
is, so it's gonna, yeah, we've, yeah, found a solution.
If there doesn't, we need to patent that idea.
I was gonna say, yeah,
There must be stuff from the automotive industry that can do most of that.
I would imagine so. This isn't
If not, we
taking
could
as
just
long
get
as I
the
thought.
robot dog to sit on the back.
Robot dog, yeah, push the actuator to lower it and
Yeah.
raise it, yeah. Yeah.
I do find that jobs are a lot quicker when we do them like this rather than when you do them on your own, even if you're using course play.
Yes. Yeah, I think grasswork and course play is still a bit of a faff, I think. Because you're still having to intervene.
It's not as automated, is it?
No.
And you can. I'm pretty sure I've seen you do the kind of train of like 4 tractors as well, where you've got each one running on course play, mowing, tedding, baling.
Yeah, it's easy. I think it's probably easier when it's a contract and you haven't got to be quite as accurate.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, follow me as well. Makes it easier.
Yeah, that when that released, that was such a good addition.
Yeah, I remember watching Chainsaw and Daggerwin in 19 using it, and yeah, I want that. And now I can use it.
And then you went and brought a PC so you could play Farm Sim.
Exactly, yeah. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Such a daft idea.
It
Well, that bit wasn't a daft idea.
No. It does amaze, and I would probably be, I don't know, because I've probably had some sort of PC that can play games for 15 to 20 years now. But before that, I did play on PlayStation, and I just tried to think whether I would have thought at some point, man, this game that I'm playing on PlayStation, I really need to go and buy a PC so that I can do these extra things.
Yeah. You wouldn't, would you? Because you got your head screwed on properly.
I don't know. But I mean, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't do, because what I find quite strange, and again, hopefully not offending people that are watching, the people that do it so they can have a certain pickup truck, or it's like, oh, I need to get a gaming PC because I want to have this version of Peterbilt truck on my farm on Farm Sim.
Yeah.
And it's like that's an expensive, a real world expensive in-game purchase.
It is. And I can't think, well, there probably are, but games where you would prefer to play it on a PC rather than a console, or you get a better experience. You know what I mean? Can't think of any others off the top of my head. Maybe, I don't know, light sims and stuff, but
yeah, I would imagine probably any other game that has a modding community.
Yeah.
Because you always have licensing issues on console.
Yes.
And that's probably where you see it more, because Sony and Microsoft aren't going to let companies upload whatever they want, and the same with scripting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird though, isn't it? Because like we're playing on Windows, which is Microsoft, so I never get the licensing thing really.
Because it's not sanctioned by Microsoft.
Okay.
So the difference is that if to install, say, a Ford pickup in FarmSim, you on console, you have to do it through what's provided by Microsoft.
Gotcha.
So Microsoft, the mods are hosted wherever and approved by Microsoft or site. So when or they have to meet certain requirements where Microsoft don't care what you do with your Windows PC, because they're not sanctioning any of the, approving any of the stuff that goes on it.
That's a fair point.
If you were playing on PC through Stadia when it existed, you couldn't get all those extra mods.
Oh.
Because it came, I think, because again, it came through the official licensing routes.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
But then again, it's not. Fancy just stopping there.
Do you want me to tidy up any of the bits, or?
Don't think there's anything really.
Good answer.
Was that the right one?
Yes.
There we go.
It wasn't an intentional brake check this time. I think I just accidentally knocked cruise control off.
I'll let you off then. How many have we got?
Many.
Many bales. Why can I never find statistic? We haven't got.
Oh, you don't get them on multiplayer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh well. We've got quite a few.
Yeah, many.
Many bales.
If we had the Vermeer pack installed, we would have had a bale counter.
That is true.
Which I very rarely use, the bale counter bit, because I forget that it exists.
Yeah, it's not a... I think as well it's weird that... Not weird. That because where it is in the F1 menu, it's not as in your face, is it?
Yeah, as I say, I have it installed on a couple of saves, and I forget that it exists. Because it would be really nice to remember, so I reset it occasionally.
Yeah.
Trying to auto-load bales is not fun.
I'm just over with the quad track and the brown anhydrous tanks.
They're a little bit messy.
They are absolutely ached. Ever so strange. There's only 3% left. I'm wondering whether we need to pop some more in. I'm sure it'll tell us, won't it?
You might need to do the bale loading.
Why?
Because I'm getting so much lag that I can't actually do anything.
Okay. Where are you?
I've now jumped across to the Trident.
Oh, okay, well done.
Get that out of the field. I don't know if it's my internet has suddenly decided to play up, but I'm in fact struggling to do stuff in the Trident as well.
Oh. That's weird. And you've gone?
Yes, I've just been kicked out.
Oh. That right, when there's work to be done.
Yep. Sorry, I've got to go now.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I've done the important bit. I'll
disappear
now.
Tidy up as per, yeah.
Yep. I can't even see I might actually end up leaving you as per because I can't currently see any games
Oh,
to join.
somebody turn
I'm
the...
off.
Can't be turned off because you're on...
My internet still works because
Yeah,
I'm talking to you. Unless there's a problem at Giants.
I don't know.
Uh, see. Oh no, I can see now. It's back.
Here he is, work shy disturbed.
Yep. Hopefully it's remembered my name this time.
Nope,
Oh well.
we'll cut
I
that
still
bit.
need to work out. I still need to work out how to fix that. I did know how to do it before, and I've forgotten. Back back when I did the community multiplayer thing, I worked out how to do it so that it didn't show my actual name when I joined the game.
Okay. There we go. You're in.
Nearly. I'm still synchronizing this end.
Okay.
There's always a bit extra I find when I join multiplayer that the person that's people that are in the game are in, but and it just takes a little bit longer to actually load everything in.
Actually get in.
Yeah, so I just kind of sit at 99% for a little while. There we go.
Could you fill up the anhydrous
Yes, I am
worker?
literally in that tractor.
Oh, well done. I'm not sure where the tanker is.
I put the tank back so that we could do the bale moving.
Ah.
So
Oh, yeah,
I'll.
I see it.
Wow, those tanks are a tad dirty, aren't they?
Yeah, they're it's an
They look
interesting
like
dirt
they've.
mask.
Yeah, they look like they've been through a slurry tank.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I'm gonna have to try and get this thing in the yard. I might just bring the. I should bring the lorry out.
There should be a truck on the conveyor.
Yeah, there is, and it's not that far away, so
No, that's true.
we need more stuff.
Need more?
Yeah, we clearly don't have enough stuff.
We need more tings.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing that youth speak again.
Youths. Knit.
Yeah. You and your
Yeah.
youth speak.
Yeah. Well, so that was 42.
That first load.
Yeah. And I unloaded it the way you said to do it before. It does actually work a bit better and doesn't make so
Oh,
much of a mess.
yeah. It- Assuming that I said just to unload them onto the trailer,
Yes.
that generally is easier.
Yeah. It did work rather well.
But now I've got a black trailer and a red truck. It just doesn't work.
Oh. There's no collisions on the telegraph pole connections to the
No,
ground. No.
no.
Just cut the corner somewhat.
Good to know.
Ooh. A little bit of a wiggle on there.
How close do I need to get this?
I don't think it's too bad, rigger-wise.
Nope, not at all. It's
Oh,
done pretty well because it did most of the other big field and most of this field.
I think I had refilled it.
Okay.
Oops, jackknife. Yeah, I refilled it in between episodes.
It is applying, it's nearly finished actually. It's applying a heck of a lot of nitrogen though. So,
I think it did particularly need it, that one, yeah.
yeah. Well, if it's going to get corn put in it, it does need a lot. So,
Yeah, we're going to have to look after this grass field as well.
yeah, I
At some
consulted my
point.
farmer's almanac before we started to see how much nitrogen corn needed.
Farmer's Almanac. You mean ChatGPT?
No, I went in and read the XML file, but it doesn't
Oh,
sound as, It's not as immersive if I say, oh, yeah, I went and checked the XML file to see the level of nitrogen the giants have defined as the minimum for corn.
Yeah, no, you're right. Almanac does sound better.
Yeah.
What was
Farmer's
that in?
Almanac.
There was it the sports almanac from? Was it was that
Back
Back
to
to
the
the
Future.
Future? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that we're going to get all these on one load, 2 loads.
So I'm just getting the trident back. I guess actually I could bring that over to the grass field.
Yes. Or do we want to lime
We
it first and then fert it?
we could do.
Because it gets rid of that extra texture,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Yeah, we'll get rid of the lime texture then, mine. That's a very good idea. We're
Thinking.
not going to be cutting grass again this year anyway, are we? So
I doubt it. Yeah.
not plenty of time. That field have. Yeah, it needs that cornfield needs spraying as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could hoe it
Ho, 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 ho.
with your
Oh,
farm all.
we farm all.
You could get a
Yeah.
hoe on the back of your farm all,
I
and
don't. That would be quite an interesting one. That would be very
I'll see you next year.
Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, we're going through the cornfield and be able to see anything. 42, 36, 72, 78. 78 bales.
Nice.
Yeah, not a bad haul. Up a
No.
relatively small field compared to the rest. Maybe we should put
Oh,
this
you're right.
cornfield to grass. Look at the
The,
size
the,
of this field.
the cornfield that we haven't harvested yet.
Cornfield that we haven't harvested yet, and it is phenomenally massive.
I think that's probably a similar size to the cornfield that I have grass cover crop in at the moment. So
Oh, on green, the
on
other green
greenlands,
place.
yeah, the other green place. I mean, we could just go around mowing the headlands. We own all of the land.
I know,
If
yeah.
we're short of grass, we can just mow the headlands
That is a fair point, actually.
because there are some pretty massive headlands on here. In fact, we
Yeah.
own all the way across to the shop.
Oh, is it all in between? Yeah.
Yeah, like we do own a huge amount of land.
Come on.
That's a decent amount of hay.
It is, isn't it, really? What are we up to so far?
600,000 litres.
Not shabby at all.
625,000 litres.
Excellent.
Is that everything? Or
That is shallot.
awesome. Yeah, so we've got 600,000 litres of hay and 1.5 million litres of straw.
Oh, just need some silage now and we're golden.
Yeah, and we can get some cows.
Yeah.
And we're finished almost perfectly timed. So
Yes, that has worked rather well.
cool. I think I sort of have a thumbnail, maybe. So
Yes, same, I think.
awesome. I will see you next week, mate.
You will.
It was a
Take
lot
care,
of fun
mate.
again.
It was. Good laugh, that one.
Have a good weekend.
And you. Catch you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. Well, a very productive day. Lots of things going on in the background. And we've got a fair amount of hay for the cows when we eventually get them. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. And we'll see you in the next one. Take care.